Good evening, everybody. My name is Joshua, and this is the Dust to Dust Homestead. And it is October 1st, and what that means is it's time to get ready for winter around here, and things start changing pretty rapidly. If any of you were with us last year, I went through a 30-day video challenge in October, showing a lot of things getting ready for the winter, and we're thinking about doing a similar thing this year, but I'm gonna leave it open to you guys. If you think you'd like to see something like that, let me know in the comments down below. So I'm considering doing either a 20 or 30 video this month. I'm not sure. But comment down below, like I said a minute ago. Let me know what you think, if I should do it, or if it's a waste of my time. Anyways, let's show you what's going on around here. Oh, first stop, look at our turkeys. Oh, they're really filling out. They're getting just beautiful color, and we're pretty happy with them. Growing nicely, and they are escape artists because, you know, they're turkeys. So everybody else is locked in here on their own fruition, and the turkeys like to escape, but here they come. Check this out. Come on. You might take notice that in all these birds there's something missing. So a few days ago, it was time. The Freedom Rangers, they went to what I've heard some people call freezer camp, and their time was up. They're about 16 weeks old, which might be just a skosh old for the Freedom Rangers, but they came in right around 6 pounds. So, you know, some were heavier. I think we had one that was close to 8, but anyways, right around 6 pounds. So it was good to go, and I think we might do it again. And we also have some other animals missing. Now over here in this pen, you'll notice that we just have our little bull, Tater. And Tater's all by himself because today we sent all the lowlines and the mini Herefords back up the creek to pasture with the steers. And so we left the bull like you just seen. And down here, hey Biscuit, you leave them alone. Leave them be. So down here, you'll see that the other two that were left behind is, of course, the little bottle calf, which my wife has been calling Midnight. So thanks for the name, Gene. I think you dropped that in the comments here last month or something. Anyway, she's been going with it, so I guess he's Midnight. And of course, Ivy is also here, left to deal with the calf. Now, what's funny about Ivy is every time we bring her here and then we go to move them back again, you know, as soon as we get the trailer out and pull over to the alleyway, she runs and hides for that little shelter back there, because I think she has a tendency to prefer to be here with us in the corrals. And I think that's just what she prefers, as she kicks the little steer out over there. But anyway, so she got to stay behind with the steer. Ivy, let him have his hay. Come on, go back to your pile. Go to your pile. Let Midnight have his hay. Now, one other thing I have not shared yet, and I guess I will right now, is our little pigs are gone. So it's been a couple weeks, but they got sent off to what we're referring freezer camp as well. So kind of another bittersweet day that we like to have around here on the homestead. And of course, we've talked about it several times, and you know, a lot of other people have. It's just always, it's a bittersweet thing, but it's the cycle, it's the way it is. And those pigs are now going to feed us through the winter, and we're going to probably go get some more little piglets soon, so look forward to that. Let's check out the garden. Now, there has been a definite autumn chill in the air that we've been feeling lately, and the plants have turned big time here in the last week or two. We might have a little reprise of summer in October like we usually do, but as of right now, Everything's dying away. Let's take a look. I'll just leave it unlocked. You stay out. So as you can see, it's kind of hanging on there, but it's slowly dying. If you look down on this end, the squash slash pumpkin area is looking rather poor, and it got hit the hardest with the cold weather. We had a lot of frost that came in unexpectedly and hit our little squash plants. Now, they never really took off extremely well this year, which we're going to remedy next year. Hopefully, I have some good ideas. But we had some, it was fruitful. We'll put it that way. It wasn't too bad. Our little zucchinis did pretty good. They never got crazy, but they were producing the zucchinis. But they never really got going really good. As you can see, we have a couple little pumpkins over there. My wife is really excited about that. We didn't think it was going to happen, but there they are. So pretty cool. Our one lonely butternut squash. Oh man. When we had that unexpected frost, it hit everything so hard, and this one here really took it, and it just kind of quit. Spaghetti squash, same thing, although that one is still growing, but I don't think it's going to do much. So there's one of our little pumpkins, and isn't that just the cutest little pumpkin? I don't know, it's about the size of 2 softballs put together, but we're happy. Not much happened with our blue Hubbards. As you can see, we got a nice one there. We had another nice one here. I actually harvested earlier today. Looked like it might have got a touch of the frost, so we took it inside. Hopefully it'll be okay and we can eat it. So we're going to check that out soon. I think the big winner for our garden this year would be this cherry tomato plant. It got so big and heavy, it started falling over, as you can see. And I mean, just loaded with cherry tomatoes. We've been picking them by the hatful every day. Matter of fact, my wife made some really awesome salsa yesterday, or maybe it's 2 days ago, out of cherry tomatoes and some of our peppers. So that was really neat. But as you can see, we have quite a few still growing, and they're starting to ripen, and they're almost to that area. If we have some hard frost coming, we'll pull these babies and we'll go hang them up to finish ripening. Like these up here, I think, are getting that area. But definitely the big winner. Our tomatoes are quite bountiful. And of course our lettuce was quite the crop this year, and as you can see, we harvested it several times, and this is just kind of its last growth, kind of a rough growth. So we're going to cut this off and feed it to the chickens, and maybe our little bottle calf. He really likes the lettuce and stuff. Now our potatoes, they've been done for quite a while, so you can see they're drying out. Not quite complete over here, but they'll be ready to dig here in a week or so. But these ones down here, they still got a ways to go. As you can see, they are drying out, and we're probably expecting, I don't know, what do you think, a couple weeks we'll be able to maybe harvest these. 3 weeks. So all in all, our garden, not the best thing in the world, but I feel pretty happy about it, and it was a good first step, a good first year. We did get lots of, different vegetables. Maybe not as much as we'd like, but I'll call it a win, and we'll try again. Well, and with these colder temperatures coming in, the last thing I'll share today is we've been working on some firewood, getting ready for the cold temperatures. So the last couple days we've been working on this. This is my brother's pile, actually, and he's hauled 2 truckloads off already. As you can see, we got some real nice rounds in there for stoking, and we got some split wood, and I think he's going to be set up pretty nice for the winter. All in all, we had about 5 cords for him, and he hauled 2 loads off already, and he'll be coming back tomorrow for another load. So this is the kind of stuff, I guess it's time to do it. We like to get it done before the snow flies. So we've been working on that. And I got piles pretty much everywhere here. Like I said, that's my brother's pile. And right over here, we have another pile of logs that Austin and myself brought down off the mountain. And this pile right here is for my mother. So we'll begin bucking this firewood up here in about a week or two and getting it split. So that pile right there is not really for firewood. I might share that with you another time, but that's another pile we got going on. A little pile over here. So this pile over here, I specifically had brought these in for maybe making a cabin, but I'm not sure yet. It might end up being firewood, depends on how cold it's going to get. But some nice little logs. And by cabin, I think I mean like a tiny cabin. You know, a very small, maybe 10 by 10. But just something neat to make. And over here we have the rest of my mom's firewood that we got for her. And we have a lot to buck up there. And then of course over here is her woodshed. And we have, that's almost, not quite a cord in there, but almost a cord, maybe 3/4, a little more. Split, ready to go. And we'll start bucking this up, splitting it and fill it up. That's going to be full before the snow flies. So like I said earlier, we're getting these fluctuations in the weather. The weather's changing kind of rapidly. And, it's kind of reminding me that, hey, winter's coming. And so we got to get prepared for that. And we got a lot of stuff to do. We got a lot of stuff to do before we bring all the cows back home. I have some corral work I want to do. And I'll show you about that maybe another time. But we have a couple extensions we want to do over here. Give them a little bit more room in the winter. And I need to take apart this little alleyway over here. Or a little grass patch. I'll probably leave the fence around that. But I'll take apart this entire alleyway over here. So coming out of the corral, we have this just very temporary setup right here, if you remember, where we would run the calf through right here. Anyways, I'm probably going to pull this out probably right to here, and I'll block it off. So this entire stretch will be gone again. This is actually one of the areas that I want to extend my corral out here with some good post and pole fence and make this a permanent structure, especially for our nursery when they start calving out in the spring. So hopefully this month we'll work on that. Well, now I'm just walking around rambling on about everything. Anyways, like I said earlier, let me know down below if you want to see another October, video-a-thon. I'm thinking maybe 20 to 30. So let me know. I'll catch you next time. Take care.